Hey lovelies, Joe Minta here again. So today I'm going to make this lovely peanut paste soup, and we also call it peanut butter soup, or you can call it groundnut soup. So it's been a long time since I made this, so I know I'm going to enjoy it. So just a few tablespoonfuls. Add some hot water to it. What I have seen with this one is there are a bit of some little chunks in there, so I'll know what to do. Because what I'll do is strain it well when I'm using it for the soup. Because I didn't really realize that it wasn't smooth. So I'm doing is just trying to make a creamy paste out of it. You can use your hands, of course. So I don't intend to make a very thick soup out of this. So just this thickness is great for me. The consistency is great. And a little bit of passata tomatoes. If you have normal tomatoes, just you can crush it in to bring the oil out. So this goes on to the heat. Then we go on to our next ingredients. My veggies and onion here. As I said, I want a light groundnut soup. If you add too many stuff, like too many carrots and all that, you're going to get very thick one. So I want a light one. So whilst this is on the heat, what you have to do is to whisk it or stir it, whatever way you want to do it, and then it will prevent lumps from forming. You see where we are now? So just after about 5 minutes, see, I've got this thick, should I say cream or paste? Any way you want to call it, but then this is it. Now, so I can leave it on very low heat for the oil to come on top of it, and then I will add it to the soup when it's time. So at this point, I've got my meat here, and this is kind of a meat feast because I've got my honeycomb here. Let me point them out to you. Let me point them out. So this is the honeycomb, and I've got mushrooms. Mushrooms with groundnut soup is so delicious. I mean, at a point, some years ago, I used to make just the mushrooms with the groundnut soup. That was when we weren't taking in any meat and all that. And this is some goat meat I have, and my turkey, which is the smoked one, which has this nice flavor. As you can see, the steam is working. I mean, the liquid on the meat is working by itself with no water, but I'm going to add a little bit of hot water. So all I'm going to do is kind of, when you're doing broth, so I want to take the flavor out of the meat. I mean, just a little bit. So I'll leave it on for about 10-15 minutes. I'll add my onions at this stage because when you're making broth, you add onions. And my black pepper. So normally you would use peppercorns for broth, but I'm going to add some black pepper just to bring in that flavor. So I continue with the soup. So the amount of water is very, very low, but then it's going to work. You can season at this point because you want the seasoning to get into the meat as well. So my stock, I can leave it in and it's going to work. This, I've got my salt, my Himalayan salt here. I've got thyme today, so sometimes I love thyme, sometimes I love parsley. I want to use thyme today. Every day and what you want to use. And sometimes some of the spices will go with others. I prefer using more of herbs. Okay, so I cover it and then we'll come back to it. I have added some water to my blended veggies and you're going to strain it. So this is the result of the 10 minutes of the meat on the heat for some time. See, I've got this nice, I will call broth here, and this is just a quick one. So I add my blended veggies to it. In fact, this will make a very nice light soup. This will make a yummy light soup. Okay, so now let me add everything. Yes, so this is kind of a light soup, but then I'm going to add the groundnut. So I've got this here, and well, I didn't really allow it to have too much of oil, because I always feel the more you keep the food on fire, I mean, the more it loses its nutrients. So it being on the heat for just a few minutes, it's fine. I might not add everything, because with groundnut soup or peanut butter soup, it tends to thicken up a lot, and I don't really want the thick type or the thicker consistency of it. A little bit of salt, and then you're done. So you've made your groundnut soup or peanut butter soup. But then when you're buying the peanut butter, remember, do not buy the ones with sugar in it. So this is a type for soup. So this is one type, but I buy another type. I didn't get the one that I buy normally, but this is what it says, peanut paste, and this is usually for soup. Yes, and it says no, without added sugar. So buy the ones without sugar, and you can make your nice groundnut soup, and just tag me or send us the photo on Instagram. We are Jominta. The final soup is ready, and we can go through for you to see. So you see, I added some okra, and this is for myself. So some emutuo is going to cry right now. I've got my rice balls here, little bit of okra, some meat to go with it, Marie okra, and ooh, as always, thank you for staying tuned and also for your support. Please consider subscribing if you've been coming and haven't subscribed yet. Share our videos and like them. Also comment and also try them out. What about that? And let us know how we are doing. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye.